hole in the speaker, unpull the plug, then I jet back to the lab like they did again. The hooligans are taking over. Look at the new slogan, keep on making me hot and soon the roof's open. The proof is in the potion, the juices are flowing. It's all good when we toasting like 2 cups of Moet. Shh, we can take a cruise to the ocean. You can sleep but you'll lose if you snooze. Then I step out the jail. I have to make a move like they did again. Hooligans stand tall. They stand tall. They stand tall. Hooligans stand tall. They stand tall. They stand tall. We stand tall like a bunch of hooligans, and we came here to win. Gotta make the people understand. We came here to win, and we stand tall. I have to make a move like come on, 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 come on. Hooligans stand tall. They stand tall. They stand tall. Hooligans stand tall. They stand tall. They stand tall. So here's a show for all you innocent bystanders. I'm in a jam like Fred Sanford, while you act like Pamela Anderson. They hit you with the 1-2 and we.
What is up, hooligans? And happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. We're going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. Well, we're going to be starting out with this first video. Class action lawsuit alleges Netflix Warner Brothers deal poses irreparable antitrust injury. I don't really understand how that works. I don't know who's not trusting who, but they're messing up this deal. Then we got this video titled University of Utah Engineers Build Bionic Hand with AI Brain. I mean, what could go wrong? Putting AI in prosthetics? You'd be half cyborg. I don't know. I don't know. I could see some potential problems here, but they swear up and down it's great. Then we got some sad news here. College loan payment set to skyrocket. For the last couple of years, everyone's been saying I should get on the SAVE program with my student loans because it can help out your monthly payments. Well, President Trump's going to do away with the SAVE program, so everybody that's been using it, they're about to get slapped with a wiener across the face. It's not good. I'm glad I didn't sign up for it, but I kind of feel bad for the people who did. Then we got a video titled Judge Blocks Trump from Deploying California National Guard in Los Angeles. This is the second time this has happened. I don't hear anything about the National Guard being in LA, but they still got a problem with it. Then we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. It's provided by Guess Some, and it's titled We're All in This Together. Then getting back into the news, we got a video titled U.S. to begin screening social media of foreign tourists from 42 visa waiver countries. They have to forfeit 5 years of social media. I don't even know how you would even go about doing that, but that's something they got to do, I guess. Then we have an interesting video titled Evil. Erika Kirk pushes back on conspiracies about husband's death. She is sick and tired of you guys. She is sick to death of you guys claiming that she had something to do with it or that she's benefiting from it and this, that, and the other. She's fucking sick and tired of being sick and tired. Then we got a short video titled Luigi Mangione, new body cam shows initial interaction with police. It's not the whole body cam footage of the arrest. It's like the first half of it. I couldn't find the whole deal. I don't know if it's not out yet or what, but I couldn't find it. But because we've been staying up to date with Luigi Mangione, and his case is like hanging on the word of this cop who made just a really stupid claim on why they searched the backpack. I really think it's all going to fall apart. But we could see what it was like when they first interacted with him. Then, of course, the last little bit of the news is lefties losing it, and today it's titled Tim Walz is still complaining about being called seriously tarded. Then we're going to be getting into the fun stuff. We are going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. And we got our two funny videos of the day. First one was provided by 10 Man and is titled It Ain't That Hot. This guy's eating the same spicy chip that we ate on the live. Yeah, sissy. Then we got our official funny video of the day. It was provided by Stoner and is titled Lest You Be Gay. All of that's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. Let me see. What are you talking about, Live Review? Clear the chat. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Oh, you're talking about first? Yeah, I know. Guess someone was first. Not here, but you know, he was first somewhere. Either way, what is up, everyone over on the website? What's up, Rubble? What's up, Russell? What's up, Turbo? What's up, Live Review? What's up, Guessum? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Salty Ragu? And what's up, Zero? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Glamour, you were first today. Happy freedom to you, and I appreciate you racing to the chat, Glamour. What's up, Plastic Quack? What's up, Kevin? What's up, Magic Moon? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. What's up, Jagula? What's up, Cass? Happy freedom. Russell, you're omnipresent. I appreciate you. Let me see. Sliding through. Come on. What's up, Too Old to Care? Happy freedom to you. Who is all here? What's up, Colty? What's up, Fitzy? Happy freedom. What's up, Bill Clay? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Tao? Happy freedom. What's up, Bright Gaming? Appreciate you sliding through. Happy freedom to you. And what's up, Polish? Happy freedom. You hooligans are welcome to hit that like button on your way in. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? Happy freedom to you. Oh, I got those winter emojis over on Rumble, so if you're an official hooligan over there, you should have access to the brand new Christmas emojis. And for all of you hooligans over on the website, you already have all the Christmas emojis that is over on Rumble, so I added like another 10 more. So you got like twice as many on the website as everybody does over on Rumble, so go play with the new emojis. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. And what is up, everyone over on the communism platform? Russell, you were first over here, and you're omnipresent. I appreciate you, Russell. What is your name? Gregory, happy freedom to you. What's up, Agent O? What's up, Kathy? And what's up, Joe? Happy freedom, you hooligans. You guys are welcome to hit that like button as well. And what is up, everyone over on X? Happy freedom to you. I did just upload the Pepper video to Rumble. Now, for some reason, every time I upload a video to Rumble, it turns into straight dog shit. I have no idea why that happens. I looked at the video. I printed it in 1080. Uploaded it, it's in 480. I don't know why. I wrote Rumble about it. They claim it's not on their end. It's fucking magic, the fairy dust in the air, I guess. But the Pepper video is there if you want to watch us have our faces melt off. It was kind of rough stuff. Hair Juice threw up. Hair Juice threw up, and Turbo about changed his gender. It was pretty hot. It was pretty hot in the voice chat last Friday. Either way, go check it out after the live. We're going to go ahead and get into this. Class action lawsuit alleges Netflix Warner Brothers deal poses irreparable antitrust injury right in the no-no spot. So we're going to go ahead and get this pulled up. I don't know why this is so damn controversial. They're just going to be turning this shit into cable. That's all it is. You're going to end up with one streaming platform that costs $95 a month. And then you're going to be missing. You're going to be missing out because I've been telling you guys for 3 years to start buying DVDs and ain't nobody listening. And next thing you know, it's going to be cable or cable. That's what you're going to have to choose from, and DVDs will be $35 again. Either way, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Netflix is facing its first class action lawsuit after announcing its blockbuster plan to buy Warner Brothers Discovery Studio and streaming business, a deal already expected to trigger major antitrust scrutiny. The lawsuit is led by Michelle Van de Lande, a Las Vegas resident and HBO Max subscriber. She argues the merger would cause irreparable antitrust injury by shrinking competition in the streaming market. Her 56-page complaint says Netflix already raises prices despite competition, and without Warner Brothers Discovery as a rival, it would feel even less pressure to keep prices reasonable or maintain high-quality content. Netflix dismissed it as meritless, calling it an attempt to capitalize on attention around deal. Vandelander's lawyers compared the merger to Disney's takeover of Hulu, which they say fueled higher streaming prices across the industry. They argue a Netflix-Warner Bros. Discovery deal even bigger in an even more concentrated market would drive prices up further while reducing competition. They also warn the merger could hurt advertisers by leaving fewer options for long-form premium content, potentially allowing Netflix to charge more or limit innovation in ad technology. Notably, Warner Bros. Discovery itself isn't named as a defendant.
Okay, so like I said, they're kind of making a big deal out of this, but I don't know why. I also think it's kind of funny that in our country we need to worry about the competition. Like, they want you to be the best you can be, but if you are the best you can be, you gotta lower your shit a little bit, because not everybody's as good as you. And if you step that far ahead of everybody, well, then you're breaking laws and regulations and shit. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand. Do great, but don't do too good, because if you're that much better in the competition, well, we're gonna fuck you over. I don't like that. If Netflix wants to turn into cable and make their service unaffordable, and everybody leaves the platform because of it, because their competition is so much cheaper, why not let them do that? It's their choice. Nobody forced them to try and purchase HBO Max and Warner Brothers Discovery. No one made them do that. They wanted to do that. Let them run their business into the ground. Are we really not that free? I don't understand. If you want to bankrupt your business, you should be allowed to do so. I don't know. Anyways, they're saying that there's a lawsuit claiming that Netflix is making this deal is causing antitrust injury by shrinking competition in the streaming market, but that all sounds stupid to me. Either way, next up we got an interesting story. University of Utah. Engineers build bionic hand with AI brain. They show the difference between just using a regular robotic prosthetic, right, doing things like this, versus having the same kind of prosthetic with AI involved, talking about it being more accurate and what's the word I'm looking for? Efficient. Either way, it's coming up next. First, we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about these people crying about Netflix. Guess I called Netflix and told them to buy HBO or die. My bad. Guess I knew it. I knew you had something to do with this. Salty Ragu, happy freedom to you. Live review, I'll never pay for Netflix again. It's been like 5 years since I canceled. Yeah, I don't know. I need to just buy, I need Supernatural, which I think I get that on the wish list. I need the whole series of The Flash and the whole series of The Arrow, because that's all I watch on there. When my grandma died, my grandma who raised me, I started watching The Arrow, and now anytime my life falls apart, I put The Arrow on because I don't need to watch it. I've seen the entire series like 40 times or some shit, and so I can just listen to moments and know exactly what's going on the TV. But then when my grandpa died, no, it was the other way around. My grandpa died and then my grandma died. And when the other one died, then I started watching The Flash. And it's the same exact thing. They're like my trauma series. Anytime my life is falling apart, I put that shit on. And then Supernatural, I just like Supernatural. So otherwise, yeah, I'd get rid of Netflix if it wasn't for that shit. And I guess Supernatural's leaving Netflix like next week or something. It's all fading away. Either way, reading through. Guess I got both Netflix and Nutflix. Well, guess I appreciate you supporting my business. Nutflex. Salty Ragu. I use Netrix. Got it through Temu. Got a deal on it. Salty Ragu. Butthole surfers are cool, but not pepper. What? What's that now? I don't know much about butthole surfing. I'm not sure I want to know. Not sure. It's dangerous being on the website. You never know what you're going to see. Cass, add it to your wish list. I have Supernatural on there. I got to see if I can get The Flash and Arrow. We'll see. Totally care. Lots of free stuff. Don't buy TV. Yeah, I got, what is it? Now I want to say Temu. It's not called that. Tubi. If you watch Tubi TV through Brave, there's no ads. So it's like having Netflix for free. You don't even have to sign in or anything. What's up, Elder Zoomer? Happy freedom. Bill Clay, have you tried Pluto TV? They're kind of woke, but at least it's free. I do have Pluto, bookmarked. I haven't used it yet, though. I haven't had any free time. But I know there's a lot of people that use it. What's up, Pickles? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Snarl? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Shroomish? Happy freedom. Shroomish, not if it's a publicly traded company. Yeah, I suppose. What's up, Break a Leg? Happy freedom to you. Colty, why does it sound like we're calling the help desk for technical support? I'm not sure why they had that guy narrate it. Cass, what is the Amazon Fire Stick? Is that pirating shit? I know I used to hear about that stuff. I don't want anything that's illegal. Anytime we bring this stuff up, people start giving me like passwords and links to illegal shit. I don't want illegal shit. I got enough problems. Like, I do not want anything connected to illegal shit at all. Salt Ragu. Oh, it's a punk band, the Butthole Surfers? That doesn't sound punk to me, but I guess I'm not as familiar with it. I was going to Google it, but then I was like, probably not going to find what I'm looking for. Maybe. Maybe. What's up, Mana? Happy freedom. What's up, CB? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Proud Ankle? Happy freedom. Proud Ankle, do you know about the Butthole Servers? You guys are cracking me up today. I don't know. Anyways, moving forward here. Like I said, University of Utah engineers build a bionic hand with an AI brain because your regular hand has a regular brain. I think that's how that works. I don't know. They swear this is going to be a good idea, and maybe it will be. I just worry about emergency situations, and they don't talk about emergency situations, so we will after this is over with. Go ahead and hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Engineers at the University of Utah want to give an upper limb amputees an upper hand at AI. As Peter Rosen reports, they've given a prosthetic limb a mind of its own.
Researcher Marshall Trout doesn't really have to think about how to push a key or how to hold a mouse, but for Sam Matangi, it's not that simple. Like other people who've lost hands, he's tried more advanced prosthetics.
A lot of patients that have an upper limb amputation get a bionic hand and then end up abandoning it.
Because you've got all these different robotic joints on a prosthesis and you're trying to control each one of those at the same time, and it's just so much information to juggle.
It takes a lot of thought.
It takes a lot of thought, yeah.
That's why at the Utah Neurorobotics Lab, Trout retrofitted this commercial bionic hand with optical and touch sensors and AI.
When those sensors see an object, piece of paper, they'll move the fingers until just the point of making contact, and then they stop. It reaches out and just barely makes contact.
And asked Matangi to try it out. When using signals from his muscles, he had total control of the hand, no AI or sensors, and tried to pick up a paper cup. He couldn't. But when Matangi and AI shared control,
it feels like you have an assistant. Like I have my phone and it's an assistant.
We found that with machine assistance, people were less distracted. Patients were able to manipulate objects with a greater degree of precision and dexterity.
It's like you have a crane operator inside your arm. I love to climb poles and be up high.
Since he lost his hands in a power line accident at work, Matangi, who he profiled about a dozen years ago, has spent much of his time on social media.
Hey, it's me, the no-handed bandit.
As the no-handed bandit, teaching other amputees how to...
Hello, it's me, I'm Mario. Cutting a turkey with hooks. Sometimes the knife comes out.
Live.
Don't quit living, don't quit trying to do things the way you used to do it. Ready?
He says early on he dreamed at night about having hands, but has since grieved and accepted his loss, though still remains hopeful.
It's always like a hope to have a Luke Skywalker hand, right?
There are some finer tasks that he still has a hard time with that I think a bionic hand would help someone like him.
Hopeful that with help from folks like Marshall Trout, someday he won't need to give the tasks of everyday living a second thought. Peter Rosen, KSL 5 News.
That is fascinating, Peter. Thank you.
Okay. So I like the part of the video where they can't pick up the paper cup, and then they turn the AI on, and then all of a sudden they can do it. So it shows that it does have usefulness, but I just worry, like, what if you're in an emergency situation? What if you're on a subway and, I don't know, some border crosser starts stabbing the girl next to you, and you need to get out of the subway car, and you can't make your fucking hand work to open the damn door. So you're just sitting there fucking around with it while everybody else is kicking you in the back of the head because you don't know how to work a door because your hand has got AI in it. I don't trust that shit. And like everybody else was thinking in the chat, don't grab your wiener with it because who knows what's going to happen at that point. I don't know. And like wiping, like how's that going to go? It's almost there. It's almost there. I don't really like tech. I think machinery is better than tech because tech is, it don't fucking work when you need it to. Your cell phone never works when you need it to. Thumbprint readers and shit never work when you need it to. You ever see those gun boxes? You got to stick your thumbprint on it to make the box unlock. And what's the first thing everybody thinks is, oh, when I need it to save my life, it's not going to open. That's how tech is. Tech fails when you need it the most. It does it all over the place. Emails, cell phones, your car. What's wrong with your car? It's got tech in it. Like everybody says that. Tech fucking sucks. And so I don't know. It kind of worries me. But I suppose if you're in the situation like these guys are in, you're probably not doing anything too damn dangerous. So your emergencies probably aren't that much of an emergency maybe. But I don't know. It sucks to have something that you're supposed to trust. And because it's got tech, you know damn well you can't rely on it. So it's like, I don't know. It's kind of give or take to me. Either way, next up we got college loan payments set to skyrocket. This is an interesting thing that is happening. The SAVE program was not supposed to be student loan forgiveness, which is what Biden was selling to everybody. The SAVE program is one of many programs you can sign up for when you're paying back your student loans. They should give you lipstick and a pretty dress when you get out of college, because they're going to rail you as much as they can to pay back these student loans. It's awful. It's awful to go through. Now, I've been on a income-based payment plan since I got out of school in 2016. And so I just throw them $200 here a month and pray to God that they leave me the hell alone. And that's how that works. Now, these other people went and signed up for other things like the SAVE program, because then your monthly payments are smaller, but then you have different stipulations, different things you're agreeing to. Kind of like some people consolidate their loans and stuff. Like I have like 22 loans or some shit. And it's like a couple thousand here and a couple thousand there, but it's all together my student loans. Now, when you sign up for this shit, you're agreeing to certain things. Now, these people who sign up for the SAVE shit, a lot of them, because of how low their income was, they didn't have to pay any monthly payments. And after like 10 years, it was going to wipe your student loans. It's something like that. I didn't sign up for it, but like I said before, I had a lot of people telling me to sign up for it. Well, it's only been a couple years, and now the Trump administration is going to do away with it. So everybody who's been sitting on this thinking, oh, I'm almost there, I'm almost at the 10-year point, they're going to wipe my student loans. Well, that interest has been building up, and they had no intentions of paying it because they thought it was going to be wiped, because that's what the program told them was going to happen. Well, when they wipe it, everybody's going to have to pay all that interest, and that's thousands of dollars a month that I'm sure these people don't have. And they're, like I said, they're about to get slapped across the face with a wiener over this shit, and it's not good. Like, it's not good. I kind of feel like the people who signed up for it should be exempt because, like I said, this isn't student loan forgiveness. This isn't what Biden was selling to anybody. This is some other program that was already a part of the FAFSA shit. And so I feel like it's kind of unfair that they're wiping this and they're going to screw over a bunch of Americans that signed up for this program when they could have been signing up for student loan forgiveness, like all the liberal tards who didn't pay shit. And then when Trump got in, now all of a sudden they're defaulting on their loans because they thought they were just never going to have to pay anything. And like those people, they signed up for that. But these people, I don't feel like they signed up to get slapped with a wiener, but that's what's about to happen. Either way, it's coming up next. First, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this bionic hand and the goods and the bads. Live review, stuff the turkey. That's right. Ask Turbo about that. I don't know what we were talking about on Friday. I had forgot about it until he jogged my memory. You guys ever heard of turkey enemas? What's up, hair juicer? Happy freedom. Salty Ragu, you're going to be picking your nose and then bam, you need an update. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, you're going to be going through updates and stuff for your prosthetics. It's not good. Salt ragu, how long does the batteries last? I have no idea. I didn't even consider that. You're walking around with an extension cord connected to your hand. Zero, imagine being happy that you can pick up an egg and move it. That's amazing. It is amazing. The review, the robot hand is flipping awesome. It definitely has a lot of opportunities. I just don't trust the AI being connected to it. What's up, Obnoxious Scott? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Major? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Free Thinking Texan? Happy freedom. I'd take a robo hand and just put a flashlight attached to it. That's what everybody is saying on the website. 80% of the stuff that gets said on the website, I can't read it out loud because it's too much for the softer platforms. Major, Biden can sell sand to the desert. No. I can't believe they're still making him shuffle around and give speeches and stuff. I figured after he got out of the White House, we were never going to see him again. Magic Moon, tech brings us together. That's the only thing good about tech is communication. Everything else hurts us. Major, tech will be the death of humanity. Oh yeah, absolutely. Jagula, can it run around the floor like Thing, or is that what it was? I think yeah. Right? I think yeah, it was Thing was the hand. I was thinking Cousin It, but that was the furry guy. Well, hi. How you doing? It's a whole bowl of Klaus there. You good boy. Is it close to 8? No, we're getting there. You letting me know? Okay. Alright, message received. Jagula, what if the robot hand gropes the old gropes your old lady? You got to sue the tech company that made it, you know? Lewd review. The moment of silence as he skips over all the good stuff he can't say on the live. Yes, absolutely. That is exactly what it is. Sometimes I watch the replays just to make sure the audio's right and get new ideas and stuff. And yeah, I can like watch my eyes trace and I'm like, I must be reading the website. Like, that's what I think when I see it. I'm like, I'm not saying any of that stuff. Magic Moon, an adorable kitten. Oh, he thinks he's a big baby, don't you? Yeah, slow blinking me. A whole bowl of Klaus there. Kevin, it's 8 p.m. there. He can sense it. He's trying to trick me. He's like, yo, the fancy feast needs to be ready now. What's up, Miss Gen X? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Ron? Happy freedom to you. What's up, It's? Happy freedom. What's up, Pam? Happy freedom to you. I can fix Erika. I believe you. What's up, Derek? Happy freedom. What's up, K Walt? Happy freedom to you. It's stupid people need college. Morons can't get in. The world is fucked. Well, my age group got lied to by a bunch of people telling us that we need college or we'll never have a good job. And I went to college, but I didn't want to go to college for boring shit. I wanted to go for what I wanted to go for. I wouldn't be able to do what I do now if I didn't go to college for it. But it's still a pain in the ass to pay it back. Did I get $70,000 worth of an education? According to the paperwork, I did. I don't know about my brain, though. All right, Hooligans, moving forward here. Like I said, college loan payments set to skyrocket. It's kind of a misleading title, but either way. Before we get into this, I want to remind you, Hooligans, if you'd like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out, as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this pulled up.
All right, if you are...
Now, like I said, this has to do with the SAVE program and student loans for federal student loans. they're going to be making some changes, and it's going to screw over some Americans, and it kind of just is what it is, but nothing we could do about it. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
All right, if you are one of the 7 million people with loans under President Biden's old SAVE plan for college borrowing, listen up. The Trump administration just announced a deal to kill that program permanently. Here's what's happening. The Education Department reached a settlement with the state of Missouri and 6 other states to shut down SAVE completely. No new enrollments, and maybe more important, all 7 million borrowers currently on the plan, they are all getting moved to different repayment plans. And here's the scary part, those other repayment plans are going to be way more expensive. We're talking about payments going from nothing to as much as thousands of dollars a month. Carrie Espada is a chemistry teacher in Virginia. She's paying off $200,000 in student debt. Under SAVE, her payment was $0 based on her income. Now she's looking at estimates of $2,000 a month. That's a game changer. She says she doesn't know how she's going to be able to live like that. So what do you need to do right now? Well, one, don't panic, but don't wait. You're still in forbearance for now. No payments due yet, but interest is piling up. It started again in August. So the Education Department says they're going to reach out in the coming weeks with a deadline to pick a new plan. But don't wait for that email. Start researching your options now. Look at standard repayment plans and, if possible, other income-driven options. Consumer advocates say roughly 5 million borrowers could default this quarter alone because of these changes just hitting everybody. That's 5 times the pre-pandemic rate. That means wage garnishments, seized tax refunds, credit possibly hurt or destroyed. Bottom line, get in front of this now. Don't let this government chaos become your financial crisis.
Okay. So like I said, this pretty much screws over everybody who is in the SAVE program. But what's really weird is I never ever heard anything about the SAVE program unless I was talking to the FAFSA people, which is like student, it's financial aid shit for student loans. Talking to them about payments or talking to other people who pay back federal student loans. Those are the only people I ever heard talking about the SAVE program. The White House, which we covered all the damn time with old man Walter, they were always talking about student loan forgiveness. Now, I never gave that a breath of anything because anybody who got student loans needs to pay it back. I mean, it's not like you're oblivious to it. They make you sign a whole bunch of documentation before you start school and after you get out of school, because you got until like 6 months until after school. It's like you graduate and then 6 months later you got to start paying everything back. Some people continuously get educations just to avoid paying it back, because if you're currently a student, you do not have to pay back your student loans. I've thought about doing that just so I could get a break from paying it back, because like I said, I pay $200 a month, and I have since 2016, and I will until I die. I don't think I'll ever pay it off, not unless I figure out how to be a millionaire, and Klaus hasn't figured that out yet. So I don't know, but I know that not paying has never been a good idea. I paid during the lockdowns while the shit was off. Well, you didn't have to pay. There was no interest. I paid then. But a lot of people didn't because they believe the shit they see on TV. And so when President Trump got in, he ended the pause that was going on student loans. And he also stopped any partial student loan forgiveness stuff that was happening. So all the Democrats who thought they were getting student loan forgiveness and they haven't paid on their student loans since 2019, they all immediately went into, not forbearance, they defaulted on their loans. And so now their wages are being garnished. They get no tax return, all that kind of. They fuck their life over because they believed old man Walter when he was trying to do something that was unconstitutional, basically making the entire nation pay off everybody else's student loans, which isn't right. Now, like I said, for the SAVE program, I think if you're a part of the SAVE program, that your contract should be honored. And from here out, nobody else can sign up for it. That's what I think should happen and it's not up to me, but I feel like it's not right to have a federal agency swindle you based on who the president is. If you're going to put it like this, say you got a mortgage on your house and you're paying how much ever you pay for your mortgage. and you owe the bank your mortgage, right? The bank owns your house. Well, say the bank gets a new president. They get a new guy in charge, right? A new boss walks in. Well, now all of a sudden, you have to get a new mortgage. You just got to figure that shit out. Nobody cares where you're at or how you're doing or anything. Go find a new mortgage. Go figure that out. Would that feel okay? You're 3 years into your 30-year mortgage or whatever you got. 15-year mortgage. You're 3 years in and new shit. You're paying $500 a month. We want $5,000 a month. Why? Oh, we got a new boss. That's why. No, that fucks people over. That shit ain't worth it because you're signing your life away to that shit, and then as soon as a new boss comes in, everything changes. What's the point of having a contract then? So I don't understand that. I think this shit is wrong, but this is just my opinion. It ain't affecting me because like I said, I'm not a part of that program. My shit's based on income. I throw them $200 a month. I'm good. They change that shit, I'll go fucking bankrupt. Okay, I'm at the end. I'm at the end. I don't know how to explain it, but I can't have too much more bad shit happen to me or I just fucking won't be here anymore. So I throw the $200 and whatever's whatever. But for these people on the SAVE program, I kind of feel bad for them because they got duped by the federal agency that holds their loans and the federal government. And it's fucked. It shouldn't be that way. Either way, next up we got Judge blocks Trump from deploying California National Guard in Los Angeles. Now, like I said, when I read through the schedule, I didn't even realize we still had National Guard there. It was doing anything. I mean, they're always there somewhere doing something, but I didn't realize they were still considered deployed because I don't hear anything about National Guard cracking down on illegals and stuff like that in Los Angeles. We hear a lot about it in Chicago. They're in New Orleans right now. We hear stuff over here, not over there though. So I thought that was kind of weird, but either way, a judge has blocked the deployment of National Guard in Los Angeles for the second time. They're still feuding with President Trump over this shit. And like I said, it doesn't even seem to be active, but it's in the news today. We're going to cover it next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you Hooligans think about the Trump administration ending the SAVE program. Zero, they should honor the contract they sign, not change it midstream. Yeah. Like, I'm not trying to say that people deserve free money. I'm not trying to say that they shouldn't have to pay their student loans back. I'm just saying if you signed up to pay, like I said, say you signed up for a 30-year mortgage, you're paying on your house, 2 years in, they go, nope, you got a 15-year mortgage. You got to pay it off in 15. You're like, that's not what I signed up for. They're like, too bad. That's fucked, right? It's not free money. It's not getting out of your responsibility. It's just fucking you over while you're trying to pay back what you're responsible for. And I don't think that's right. Tell me if the contracts aren't honored, wouldn't they be considered breach of contract? Yeah, but there's snakes in the grass. It's like the difference between mandates, policy, and laws. It just depends on what authority you're talking to and how they can spin it. They use loopholes and stuff to get around this. Russell, if they get loans, they need to pay it back. Well, yeah, they do. That's why the Democrats, they shouldn't have believed that old man Walter was going to wipe their loans. That shit doesn't make any sense. Kaz, doesn't sound good for the ones who did. They shouldn't be included. Yeah, I figured there needs to be an adjustment, but there probably won't be. There'll just be a bunch of people defaulting on their loans. Snarl falling for too good to be true stuff. Yeah, it's true. Pickles, as soon as my kids hit middle school, our family was bombarded with FAFSA info. They pushed it hard. Yeah, yep. That's what I mean, the FAFSA stuff. And it's hard to understand. It's like reading court documentation. The nomenclature is very difficult to understand. So when you're reading through your FAFSA contracts, it's like pages long. And it's teeny tiny text, it's the fine print, but it's like 6 pages of fine print. And it's so hard to understand. So you just kind of trust these people. You're just like, what do I do? And they're like, I don't know, pay your shit back. You're like, I'm trying, but I'm broke. They're like, okay, well, just sign up for this program and it'll fit you. And you're like, are you sure? And they're like, yeah. And then you're like, what do I owe? They're like, this is what you owe a month. You're fine. You want auto pay? You're like, yeah, because I don't want to fuck this up. They're like, okay. And then 2 years later, they're like, by the way, we're gonna increase your payments 900% because we got a new president. Like, I don't know. That's not right. I just feel like that's not right. You're trying to pay it back. You're trying to do the right thing, and they're screwing you over while you're doing it. Jagular snakes in the grass and big bears in the air. It's quite the world we live in. What's up, Rich? Happy freedom. What's up, Slampire? Happy freedom to you. Appreciate you being omnipresent. Ron, join the army. No. I don't take orders. I don't take orders, and I'm not going to die for somebody else's cause. I appreciate everybody that participates in the services and all of that, but that is not the life for me. Free the text. I'm going to get some food before church. Well, I hope it all works out fantastic for you, Free Think Text, and thank you for stopping in and hanging out with us today. All right, Hooligans, moving forward. Like I said, judge blocks Trump from deploying California National Guard to Los Angeles, even though they're already there. And as far as I know, they're not that active. But they just want to say that President Trump's wrong, so they're just digging back into the summertime. And for the second time, they're going to deny him from deploying National Guard. Good stuff. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
A federal judge has once again put a stop to the Trump administration's plans to use National Guard troops for law enforcement operations. CBS News correspondent Tom Hansen reading the order. Tom, what do you know?
Hey there, Reed. Well, this is the second time this judge, U.S. District Judge Charles Breyer, has gone toe-to-toe with the Trump administration when it comes to the use of the National Guard, specifically in Los Angeles. And he boils it down to Title 10. And I want to pull that up for us so we can give an explanation about what exactly Title 10 is when it pertains to National Guard and federal service. So basically, the criteria here, whenever the United States or any of the Commonwealths or possessions is invaded or is in danger of invasion by a foreign nation, there is a rebellion or danger of a rebellion against the authority of the government of the United States, or the president is unable with the regular forces to execute the laws of the United States. So that really is that point in the U.S. Code that has been called into question, whether or not the bar has been met in order for the National Guard troops to be used. Justice Breyer saying that is not the case. I want to read you a little bit of his ruling here. The founders designed our government to be a system of checks and balances. Defendants, however, make clear that the only check they want is a blank one. So he is not mincing words there. Now, I want to reference also some of the reaction that we're getting on the heels of this development. Governor Gavin Newsom posting on X, Donald Trump diverted these brave men and women from their vital public safety operations and deployed them against the very communities they took an oath to serve. So a developing story, certainly, obviously one that hits on a pressure point in so many cities around the country where we've seen the National Guard deployment, including Washington, D.C., including cities like Memphis, and something we're going to be watching very closely to see if there are any ripple effects for future deployments or attempts to deploy the National Guard in other cities, Reed.
All right, Tom Hansen, thank you.
Okay, so like I said, a bunch of nonsense, really. We don't hear anything about LA being active right now. Right now, they're cracking down on New Orleans, and they were just cracking down on Chicago. Don't hear a whole lot about Los Angeles over on the left coast there. But either way, they're blocking the Trump administration from deploying National Guard to LA for the second time. The judge claims that the threats listed in Title 10 have not been met, basically saying the Trump administration doesn't have a proper excuse to deploy National Guard. I don't know how much it even matters at this point. They just swore up and down, and Newsom did the same thing. Got on board saying that President Trump's Hitler and, you know, he's using the government to crack down on his people and all this stuff. And they want to demonize Trump for sending a National Guard in there to go get the illegals. And that's it. And people cared about it in the summertime. I don't think people care that much at this point. But he still wants to win the race. He just wants to be right. So he's putting pressure on these judges so they can block the Trump administration so he can, 8 months later be like, oh, I told you guys he wasn't supposed to bring the National Guard here, durka, whatever. And he can sit over there on his gay little horse and, do his thing or whatever. Nobody gives a shit, but that's okay. Either way, next up we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Get Some, and it's titled We're All in This Together. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about National Guard being stuck between mommy and daddy when it comes to Los Angeles. Zero, people want National Guard there. Yeah, a lot of people over on the left coast don't like the way things are, but it seems like voting isn't going to fix things over there. They need complete new leadership, and I don't know, with as flimsy as our elections are, I don't know if voting's the problem. I kind of feel like corruption is the problem, but I don't know. At this point, it's like Escape California. Russell, all the National Guard need to go to the bar. Yep. Might as well. Russell, they just salted your road. I'm jealous because they're not clearing the roads here. They don't clear the roads unless it stops snowing. And I think it was before Thanksgiving when it started snowing. So I don't know the last time I seen the ground. It's not good. It's not good outside. I know that. It sucks out there. What's up, MU? Happy freedom to you. Jayla, fuck them. Send in the troops. Yep. They're already there. I don't know what they're supposed to do. I bet National Guard is so annoyed with this shit. It's like you got to work Monday and Tuesday, but Wednesday and Thursday you're disqualified and banned, but Friday and Saturday we'll have you back, but then you'll probably be banned again by Monday. We'll see if you get Sunday off. And it's like, that would be so annoying. That right there is why I don't sign up for this shit. I don't like being told what to do. I don't like my life being in somebody else's hands. I just couldn't do that. There's too much politics. It's the same exact reason why I don't become an officer. There's too much politics. It's not about justice. It's not about right and wrong. It's about doing what you're told. And I don't like to be told what to do. What's up, Giggling Spy? Happy freedom. All mail-in voting needs to go before voting can begin to do anything. Yeah. Yeah, and that's another crazy thing, and I didn't even realize that until we did the last presidential election. I didn't realize there were so many places on the left coast where all you could do is mail-in voting, and then in like Oregon, they were having the drop boxes set on fire, and the news was like, well, if you voted at this drop box at any point in the last 4 days, you should probably go vote again because there's a good chance your ballot was burned up. Like, that's not accurate. That's not accurate because how do you know if your shit got burned up or not? And if it didn't, do you get 2 votes? Does your vote get counted twice? They didn't even talk about it. It got burned up and then they were like, doesn't matter, just keep voting. Just keep coming in and voting for whoever you want. Just get back in line. You know, when you walk out the door, just get back in the line and just go ahead and keep voting. Like, I don't know. And then we get done, they're like, most secure election of all time. And it's like, yeah, okay. Polish, we got a shit ton of snow here on the east side of the state. Oh, yeah, I bet. I thought we were going to be getting a blizzard. Yesterday, everybody in the chat was like, you're going to die tomorrow, and all this stuff. And apparently it's going to be clear skies today and tomorrow. So I don't know what happened to the blizzard. I think it ran out of steam before it got to me. It thought it wanted a threesome, but it didn't work out. Shroomish Butthole Surfers is actually really dope. Well, since it keeps coming up, I'm going to have to Google it, you know. And, well, I'm a big boy, so I'm prepared to deal with whatever the internet shows me after I put that prompt in. But I'll try and find music. Snooks, I'm not good at being told what to do either. I love being divorced. Goodness, Snooks. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like being told what to do, but I don't really like being divorced, I guess. Big ass cat. This is me and my big cat. Mm-hmm. Guess I'm never been divorced. I don't make mistakes. I am perfect. I know, guess we're never getting divorced. What's up, Starn? Happy freedom. What's up, Tony Rich? Happy freedom to you. Happy freedom to you, Knucking Futz. They need to crack down on the libtard judges. You ain't wrong. They do need to do that. What's up, Guess Who? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Bibsy? Happy freedom to you. Guess who? Jeff Spider already voted in the next election. I know. It's crazy. My leg is still black and blue. Eventually, we're going to be at the 1-year anniversary of the spider bite. Mike Ingle, happy freedom to you. What does omnipresent mean? It means to be present everywhere at once, basically. Like, the first time I heard of omnipresent, I was reading the Bible. And it was talking about the Spirit of God being omnipresent. That you cannot get away from God. You are not able to. He is everywhere all at the same time. He doesn't have to go to where you are. He is already there. He is omnipresent. And so whenever I see hooligans in more than one spot, I just refer to them as being omnipresent because they are eyes on all chats at all times. It's, I don't know, some goofy thing that I came up with. But yeah, that's what omnipresent means. MU, it's freezing here. No new snow yet, but keep talking this freezing rain bad word. Yeah, I've been hearing that people are getting freezing rain, but we're supposed to have a high of 8 on Saturday or something like that. So I don't think I'm going to be getting the freezing rain. I don't think it's going to hit us. I'm hoping it don't. Kevin, the eggs have a 12-month gestation period. Well, we're going to find out. We're going to be like, it's the 1-year anniversary, and my leg's going to split open. And be like, I'm a father. got 1,000 spider babies. Oh my God. I'm taking the spider to court for child support. What's up, Tar Kitty? Happy Freedom. Butthole Surfer, Sleazy P, Martini, Guar, Have You Seen Me music video. I will have to check all of that out. I don't know anything about any of that. I know Guar is like some sci-fi crazy band. It's like Slipknot Plus or something. I don't know. I've heard of it before. Either way, moving forward here, like I said, we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. It was provided by the Get Some. Let's go ahead and get this pulled up. You guys are going to like this. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys that you are going to like this. Let's get this pulled up. Now watch YouTube give me a strike or some fucking stupid shit. All right, getting into our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Like I said, it was provided by Get Some and it's titled, We're All in This Together.
Dear Hooligans, happy freedom through the holiday season. I want to thank Jeff Mack for all his hard work and dedication keeping the platform alive.
Thank you, Get Some, you sexy beast. That was an authentic recording of Get Some, by the way, if you guys didn't know. It's a rare sighting, okay? It's a rare sighting. Normally, when you take a picture of Get Some, it's blurry like Bigfoot. It looks like you were taking pictures with an Obama phone. Anyways, moving forward here, getting back to the news, U.S. to begin screening social media for foreign tourists. I was going to say forensic terrorists. My brain. Foreign tourists from 42 visa waiver countries. But before we get into this, I'm going to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to participate in the Christmas unboxing, you're welcome to send me and Klaus something for Christmas. You can send something to the P.O. Box, or you can send something by using the wish list. If you do send something by the P.O. Box, definitely let me know by messaging me or sending me an email so I can go pick it up. And if you're sending something to or using the wish list, it'll come to me automatically and you don't have to worry about it. The Christmas unboxing will take place on Christmas Day. So I'm going to drop these links really quick. One link is for the P.O. Box and the other one is for the wish list. You're welcome to use whichever one you want if you would like to participate in the Christmas unboxing. All right, there you go. Go do the thing. Getting this pulled up, like I said, people trying to come into the country to visit, they have new requirements. Now, we covered a video a couple weeks ago. One of them saying you can't be obese. Like, we got enough fat people. We don't need extras, I guess. But they've made changes. Now you have to forfeit 5 years worth of social media. I don't even know how you go about doing that, but it's required now if you want to come to the U.S. Go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't already. Let's get into this.
The U.S. government is moving to require short-term visitors from the 42 countries in the visa waiver program to hand over their social media history plus other personal data before being allowed entry. The change proposed by CBP and published in the Federal Register would make social media a mandatory data element on the electronic system for travel authorization applications. Under the plan, applicants must potentially disclose up to 5 years of social media activity. In addition, CBP may require past phone numbers, email addresses, IP addresses, metadata from photos, and biometric data such as fingerprints or facial scans. In some cases, information about family members may also be requested. CBP says the expanded data collection is part of a broader effort following a recent deadly shooting in Washington to guard against national security and public safety threats, in line with Executive Order 14161 issued earlier this year. The proposal is now open for public comment over next 60 days. If adopted, it will make a major new screening requirement for travelers from traditionally visa-exempt countries such as the UK, Germany, Japan, Australia, and many others.
Okay. Now, like I said, I don't even know how you go about doing that. How do you give them 5 years of social media? I'd be like, how much time do you got? Because that's a lot. Like, that is a lot of information that you want somehow. I'd be like, here's my username. Good luck. Hit me up if you have any questions. It says foreigners now have new requirements in order to enter the U.S. One of them is that visitors need to provide 5 years worth of social media information. They may also need to provide past phone numbers, past emails, past IP addresses. I don't know anybody that even knows their current IP address, so that's interesting. As well as metadata from their photos and information about family members. I mean, it is what it is. If they stopped coming here and killing us, things wouldn't be so tough. Either way, next up, we got Evil. Erika Kirk pushes back on conspiracies about her husband's death. Like I said, she is sick and tired of being sick and tired. She's pissed that everybody keeps saying that she was a part of his death, or the team was a part of his death, or everybody is just happy that he's gone because they can benefit from it. I don't know. It all looked really weird when it all happened, but she's sick and tired of being sick and tired. It's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about foreigners having new requirements in order to enter the country. 0, all your email addresses, all social media. Yeah. What a pain in the ass. Zero almost posted the story in the news. I think it's a little overkill. I just wonder, like, what is the reasonable way to go about doing this? How do you, other than giving up your username and then having them look it up and going, yeah, that's me. I mean, other than that, how do you even give them that information? What would it look like to print out 5 years worth of social media? It'd be more than a Detroit phone book. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know if it's unreasonable, but it's vague. It's a vague requirement. Hairjuicer Guar is dope. Sleazy P Martini is their old manager and does the vocals for Think You Ought to Know This. I've seen him live on Rumble, but I didn't realize he was a part of Guar. I think Stoner watches him too. You guys are always telling me about these people on Rumble. We might have raided Sleazy once, now that I think about it. I didn't realize he was connected to Guar though. Totally care. Erika needs to stay home and take care of her kids. I agree. People wouldn't say this stuff if she didn't come out into the public so quick. She came out, she did her speeches and they did the funeral event and all of that stuff, and she did so much TV time that a lot of that contributed to the conspiracies themselves. People were saying she's not crying, she's faking it, it's all a performance. Look how happy she is to be the new president of TPUSA. Look how much money she's getting. Like, I don't know, a long list of stuff of people, thinking thoughts and all of that. But a lot of people are saying, like, why didn't she just keep her ass home? Like, why come out 2 days after your husband was assassinated in front of everyone and then try to speak and stuff like that? I don't know. I don't know if what she did was right or wrong, but I know that it created a lot of conspiracy theories, and now she's sick of it. Cass, they're sick pieces of shit. Leave Erika alone. Rest in peace, Charlie. Yeah. JF, happy freedom to you. It's all dystopic and Wellian shit. Yeah. Well, that's a lot of people just think it's really weird how fast she came out and talked about it, and she was immediately president of TPUSA and all this stuff, and that's what caused a lot of people to, think all of this. Shroomish, it's all to see if they talk shit about Israel. Talking about the 5 years of social media, probably. A lot of people say that has to do with Charlie Kirk stuff too, that he was talking about Jewish people or something like that, and then the next week he got smoked. And so it's, I don't know. The conspiracy theories will always be there. What's up, Libby Racer? Happy freedom to you. JF, they have all the information on Americans already? Oh, yeah, absolutely. What's up, Otters? Happy Freedom. What's up, Geraldo? Happy Freedom to you. Slipknot Plus, that's a good way to put it from what I hear. That's what it looks like to me, is Slipknot Plus. I mean, that may not be fair. I've just taken a glance or two. But, yeah, that's what I thought it was. Kevin, the gender reveal would be amazing for my spider bite. Well, we'll see. See how it turns out. We got a couple more months. Cass, we got 11 inches last night with this last snowstorm. There's so much funny stuff I want to say. You stay safe out there, Cass. Got 11 inches last night. Well, dang. So, Weevo, happy freedom. It's a Patriot Dad. Happy freedom to you. Weevo, I heard her tears were tattooed on her face. I heard that too. It's got to be true. It's got to be. Picture Dad, my daughter's first concert was Guar. That's badass. Russell, Erika didn't take out her husband. Nah, I don't really think so either. Zero, if she'd have stayed home, they'd have criticized that too. No-win situation. Yeah. I think so. Yeah, Cass, we're all going to congratulate you on your 11 inches. At least somebody's having fun out here. Goodness. Knucking Futs, likely just 5 years of account names and emails. Remember that Snowden, or what Snowden disclosed, they've been recording the interweb since Al Gore was invented. Yep. Bibsy, you guys got 3 feet today? Holy. Guess who, 11 inches? That's what she said. Everyone was thinking it. We all know it's past 6 o'clock for Jeff After Dark. Yeah, basically. I was trying to show restraint. I'm not good at it. Okay, I'm working on it. What's up, Zesty? Happy freedom. JC, happy freedom to you. What's up, Brenda? Happy freedom. 'Tis the season. It is. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom to you. Cheeky Chops, did you see the Pepper video over on Rumble? Looter viewed the day after 11 inches. Yeah, basically. Gotta hold your guts in after that. You'll be alright. Here, Juicer, last time I saw Guar, they ripped Biden's head off and sprayed us with blood. I think right now they're doing Trump, and I think they cut his guts out or something. I keep seeing videos on TikTok about it. Russell, I gave her 11 inches. If you say so, Russell. If you say so. Shroomish, I don't think Israel smoked Charlie. They're all POS's Israel. Crooked, yeah. Corruption. Corruption is what killed Charlie. It's cracking me up today. Moving forward here, like I said, we got Erika Kirk pushing back on the conspiracy theories. She's pissed. She's pissed at everybody. You even say her name, you're getting sued. Kind of like those machines from the elections. Can't even say their name. Say his name. George Floyd. All right, hit that like button and let's get into this.
With Erika Kirk sharing her journey with America and the world, we are grateful at Fox to have her here to shine a light on healing as we all miss and mourn the loss of her beloved Charlie Kirk. Not all of her journey has been without, well, hate, conspiracies, and oddly, speculation about where her husband is buried. Now, for the first time, Erika, who's with me now, addresses all of it from the perspective of a grieving widow, a mom, and a battle-tested American. Good to see you again today. Talk to me about this part of the conspiracies that are out there, this disturbing part that people are trying to guess where Charlie is.
Can I have one thing? Can I have one thing? Can my children have one thing? Everything was public. We will be building the most beautiful memorial for my husband at Turning Point USA, and it will be for the world to see, and it will be spectacular, and it will have basically museum style for our Charlie, for my Charlie. But can I have one thing? Can my babies have one thing where we hold it sacred, where my husband is laid to rest, where I don't have to be worried about some secular revolutionary coming and destroying my husband's grave while my daughter is sitting there praying? One thing. This is my husband. Yes, he was Charlie Kirk to the world, and I know so many people love my husband, and I am grateful for that, but this is my husband, and I want to be able to have one thing left that is sacred to our family, to my in-laws, to my babies, and to my parents. One thing.
What are they taking from you right now?
Nothing. But I will tell you what they are doing. It reminds me so much of chapter 6 in the book of Nehemiah. He is building a wall, and the townspeople are at the base of that hill saying, Nehemiah, calling him all these names, saying all these things, come on down. Every single time he had the same message 4 times in a row. I cannot come down. I am busy building. That is how I feel. I do not have time to address the noise. My silence does not mean that I am complacent. My silence does not mean that somehow Turning Point USA and all of the handpicked staff that loved my husband and my husband loved them is somehow in on it. We are busy building. And you know what I thought? I thought these people are human. We are all grieving in our own way. And they are trying to find the answer to something that happened that was so evil. They are trying so hard. And I get that. We're doing the same. Anytime we hear a lead or anytime we hear anything, we send it to the authorities. Please dig into this. No rock will be unturned. I want justice for my husband, for myself, for my family, more than anyone else out there. So for me, you want to keep telling me to come down while we're building? I don't have time for that. But here's my breaking point on that. Come after me, call me names, I don't care. Call me what you want, go down that rabbit hole. Whatever. But when you go after my family, my Turning Point USA family, my Charlie Kirk Show family, when you go after the people that I love, and you're making hundreds and thousands of dollars every single episode going after the people that I love because somehow they're in on this, no.
You know, I have to say it. I've never seen you like this.
No, this is righteous anger because this is not okay. It's not healthy. This is a mind virus. Yes, I believe in our judicial system. I do. We have a hell of a team working on this. Excuse my French. But this is not okay.
So you want to put these people back in the box where they've been creeping from?
I don't care what box you're in. But just know that your words are very powerful, and we are human. My team are not machines, and they're not robots. They are human. We have more death threats on our team and our side than I have ever seen. I have kidnapping threats. You name it, we have it. And my poor team is exhausted. And every time they bring this back up, what are we supposed to do? Relive that trauma all over again? They watched my husband get murdered. I have no idea how I would have reacted if I was there that day. And thank the good Lord that I did not have to see that happen. But my team, they are rocked to the core. So why every single day do they have to be dragged through the mud, analyzed, hyper-analyzed?
You know, the conspiracies that are out there, all of the like, do you think that there is more of it now because you do shine your light? I mean, did people just expect you would just go away?
I don't know what they expected. I don't know what they expected.
They pick on you because of your accessories. I mean, I've seen some of it.
Oh, yeah. No, at this point, it's what? The conspiracy collection. Get it before Christmas. Like, seriously. Wow. If you want to find and pick me apart, go right ahead. I do not care. I don't. This was happening before Charlie was murdered. Both of us have been through the ringer of people will call you whatever they want to call you. They will. But I have seen it firsthand impact the people that I love, and I'm done. I'm done. And if people think that I was just going to wilt away, I'm not going to sit in a corner and cry and be in fetal position. This is a duty to my husband, and it's an absolute honor, and I will never back down. And so my message to them is to stop. To stop.
And that's what we will say here on Outnumbered 2. God bless you. Hold up your book.
Stop in the name of God.
Amen.
So like I said, Erika Kirk is pissed at the internet for doing what the internet does, but that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Like Zero was saying, it doesn't matter what she did after Charlie Kirk died. The internet was going to say one way or another. It's just the way it is. So I don't know. What they should have did is they should have had some sort of media handler so she could stay the hell off the internet, and anybody who's sensitive to information could stay off the internet, and they could have a media handler address how she should behave for events, right? So like when she did the memorial event, and there was a couple other things she spoke at. I think she spoke at like a Trump event. She could have been like media trained from a third party instead of seeing the shit on the internet, getting mad, getting in her feelings, all this kind of stuff, because they do that with celebrities, because celebrities are real fragile, and everybody knows that, especially like music artists and stuff. They're real fragile, so they don't really handle their social media because it would ruin them. They wouldn't be able to be themselves because they'd hang on every single little comment the internet says. So they have a media manager that goes through and reads the comments and can kind of adjust and assess what works and what doesn't work, and then go and condition their celebrity, their artist, whatever, and say, do more of this, but do less of that, without actually hurting their feelings or letting them know the public is making fun of them and stuff. And that way their feelings don't get hurt, and they can perform at a higher quality, right? They should have did that with Erika Kirk and them to protect them from the hateful shit that's going on the internet. Now, at this point, you're going to see the shit one way or another. And with Charlie Kirk being who he was, of course, it's very controversial, and people aren't going to just be mean. They're going to be straight hateful because of the kind of content, like it's just the way it is. You get anywhere near politics, you're bathing in hate. It's just the way it is. Unfortunately, it shouldn't be that way, but it is. And so either way, she's sick and tired of it. She wants everybody to shut the hell up. But if anything, this is just going to cause more conspiracies, and it is what it is. Next up, Luigi Mangioni's new body cam footage shows the initial interaction with the police. It's not his body cam footage, but that's how they wrote that title. Either way, it's not the full body cam footage. It's just the beginning when they're meeting Luigi Mangione. Apparently, he provided a fake ID, and I didn't realize that. I wonder if he's going to get in trouble for that. That'd be crazy. He's facing capital murder. Walks away with just having fraudulent documents. They'd give him time served. He's been in jail so long, they would probably give him time served for fraudulent documents like that. I don't know. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see what you all think about Erika Kirk and her defending herself from these conspiracies. And before we get into that, guess I made us a nice little meme here. Yes, let me show you an 11-inch Klaus. And he's like, fuck yeah. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Naughty Klaus. Anyways, get in the chat here. Hair juicer angrily telling internet trolls not to do something works every time. Yeah, hair juicer. That's what I mean. This is just going to create more conspiracy theories, but hopefully she feels better getting that shit off her chest. Because that's the most it's going to do. It's not going to stop people from being the people that they are. If anything, it's the damn government doing it. So it happens you don't trust the government. They attack everybody. They don't care if you're conservative or not. They attack everybody. Zero, but we would have known that she's being handled. I'd rather it be her. I think she handled this just fine. I think after this, she should have a media handler. Everybody you've ever seen on TV has a handler. It's not the same thing. Like when you see your favorite singer, they got like 12 managers. It's not a manager. They have a lot. They have that team of people. You see them walking with an entourage and all of that. Those are all people sucking the life and money out of whoever the artist is. Every single person, even Trump. Trump has a team of people around him that he pays them to do certain things. Like, I'm sure he reads the internet, but I bet he doesn't read every little thing on the internet. I bet he's got other people that do that shit. Because you need it. You need it. You need it psychologically. You can't sit there and hang off every stupid comment because there's so many trolls and stuff. You'll worry about the little things that matter to you instead of worrying about the big things that matters to your audience. And that's why you got to have a third party. You got to have somebody bridge the gap there. That way they can not be offended by the comments, but kind of see more about how many comments of what type are you getting the most of. So then you can assess how to change your performance in order to be more effective with your audience. It's hard when you're the character, when you're the person doing the singing and dancing, because you take everything to heart. And so it's not about being controlled. It's about doing something smart. It's a more effective way to go about being in the public eye. I'm not saying she should have Illuminati come hold her hand and tell her the right and wrong thing to do. I'm saying that it would have been beneficial for her to, she wouldn't have even did what she just did. She wouldn't have gone on TV and said, oh, I hate the trolls trolling me on the internet, because she wouldn't even know. She would just, they would be like, her handler could be like, yeah, people are making conspiracies, but we're seeing a huge growth in TPUSA and people being inspired to create their own charters of it. And she could be like, wow, that's great. And then the next time she goes on TV, she's like, wow, look at all the great things we're doing. But instead, she went on TV and was like, oh, the trolls won't leave me alone. That's because she's reading the shit. That's because her team is reading the shit. Her friends and family are reading the shit. But if she had a third party handling a media manager, they wouldn't know, So anyways. Zero, do you have a handler? No, that's why I fucking hate my life. That's why. If I could afford a media manager, I absolutely would. To go through and read my analytics and tell me, hey, when you did this on the show, your numbers were really high. You should do more of that. Instead, I'm like, I got 2 comments saying that my teeth are ugly because there's space and I need to figure out how to hire an orthodontist to straighten my teeth out because people won't stop fucking shitting on me about it. So I don't have anything. I have a lot of problems. I have a little bit of patience left. That's all I got. Yeah, we call them hookers in Texas. Yes. Obnoxious Scott, we are all Charlie. That's right. Man, always remember slugs hate salt. It's true. Guess I'm stop caring what people think. Secret to life. No, you can't. You can't in my position. Anybody who makes money being on TV, they have to listen to what everybody says. The problem is that people don't know what they want. So when they're barking at you, telling you what they want and what they don't want, they're wrong. Because nobody actually knows what they want. That's the hard thing. That's why you gotta look at analytics and not what people say. Because people don't like violence is what they say, right? People don't like gore. People don't like violence. But then watch us play a car accident and I'll go through and read the analytics, and the car accident that we play will have the highest amount of views. And it's because the way we're conditioned. We know what we're not supposed to admit. And that kind of manipulation on ourselves based on society pressure, it makes us lie. Even if we're not intentionally trying to, it makes us lie. So if you got somebody like me who actually cares about feedback, the feedback is highly inaccurate. And it's done unconsciously. And so it's a lot easier to look at views and likes than it is to read people's comments. Because the people giving you comments, they don't even know what they like. Because nobody knows what they like. Because social media is raping us. But here we are. Doing the thing. Toilet care, keeping an open mind and asking questions is not wrong. Nope, it's not. It's actually necessary. Oh, Cass, I've heard it all. I've heard it all. One of the comments that I've heard a lot and that I think about a lot is people saying, if you're going to smoke yourself, do it on the live. Hearing that kind of stuff. I think about that a lot. I haven't heard that in quite a while, but used to get that one a lot. Butterfly, I have a spokesperson. It's my hand smashing asshole faces into the windshield of truth. That's your spokesperson? I might need their number. I might need that. What's up, Sage Pup? Happy Freedom. Cass, I think the biggest issue is Candace Owens won't stop attacking TPUSA, swears she wanted Charlie. I think she does this stuff to get attention. I've seen a lot of people talking about Candace Owens lately, and I see more people talking about her than I actually see her talking. I never see her on the internet. I don't know if she's like shadow banned or what. I never see her though, but I see a ton of people talking about her all the time. What's up, Bones? Happy freedom. Bones, damned if you do and damned if you don't. Let her be herself and grieve in her own way. Yeah, it's all anybody can do. Magic Moon, haters gonna hate, and that's right. How Candace has a huge audience on YouTube. Oh, that's probably why. Like, I'll show you guys my YouTube. Let me see here. This is what my YouTube looks like. If you turn your tracking off, they won't show you anything. This is the homepage of YouTube for me. See how it wants to load the videos? You can see the little boxes and then they disappear. Because YouTube will not give you any content if you don't let them track you. And Edward, who's a hardcore hooligan, who pops in and out, and has for years, he's the one that taught me how to make my YouTube not be able to track me. I also have not had a strike since I turned all the tracking off and stuff. But it's blank. So I don't watch anything on YouTube at all. I have to type it in order to watch anything. Like it says right there, your watch history is off. And so they will not show me anything. But people don't realize that because they still trust YouTube. They don't know any better. Butterfly Candace is on Rumble too. I'm surprised she survives on YouTube. Roy, AI is just another way to show the idiots more lies. Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, I see what you're saying, Metal Mouth. I get it now. Colty, the only thing that I still watch on YouTube is Canadian Tow Truck. The Canadian Tow Truck show, Highway Through Hell. Interesting. I mean, I look up stuff on YouTube, you know, if I'm looking for music or a tutorial or whatever. But as far as like scrolling on YouTube, I can't. Even if I find a short, right? Like sometimes Russell will tag me in a short funny video or something and I'll click on it. But when the video's over, if I try to scroll down, it'll just say your history's turned off. So I can't even scroll through shorts. I basically can't use the platform because I won't give them my information. What's up, Meta? Happy freedom. What's up, free as Z can be? Happy freedom to you. What's up, C1? Happy freedom. Zesty, God is my handler. That's the best way to be. Let me see. What's up, Knives? Happy freedom. Never would have thought I'd be considering unsubbing from Candace, but I am. She's in a weird place now, grifter vibes. Yeah, Knives. I don't know. I used to like Candace Owens like back in the 2020, 2019 or something like that. But she kind of faded out. I didn't really see a whole lot of her. And then she came back with Kanye West and they were wearing how can I say this without YouTube getting all upset? Like Black Lives Matter with white in the front, okay? Her and Kanye West came out with t-shirts that said that, and she was, they were just trolling the Black Lives Matter shirts or whatever, but it started controversy with Crowder or something like that. But then the controversy was fake. It was fake beef, and they do a lot of that. It's like Tupac and Biggie but fake, and it's bullshit. It's publicity stunts, and I don't trust publicity stunts. And so after that, I was like, nah, their shit's gimmicky. I don't like that. That's fake shit. And then a lot of people turned on me and stuff, and so I stopped talking about it because I'm not allowed to have my own thoughts and feelings here. And then I stopped following Candace Owens and all of that. Well, no, actually, right after that, I went into her chat and I said, you don't think it's grifting to do gimmicks like this? To try and get people riled up instead of getting people riled up on actual stuff that's happening? And her chat ate me alive. And I was like, well, if you guys enjoy grifting, I'm not going to stop you. And then we came across that phrase, it's much easier to trick people than it is to convince them that they have been tricked. And after that, I stopped trying so hard to tell everybody the truth. We just watch what we watch and we all discuss our feelings. I don't really tell anybody what I think is fucking obvious, because it just makes people leave. Because everybody wants you to be on their side. And if you think differently, then they can't accept you. And so it's easier for me to survive if I'm vague instead of being just completely transparent. Brenda, my husband got 15 years for a cartoon post clip of GTA 5. That's crazy. The world we live in. Okay, Walt, lots of money involved? Yes, a ton of money. All the doll hairs. Man, I also turned my watch history off on YouTube. Yeah, and there's some other things. You got to go into your Google account and turn certain things off. I can't remember exactly what it is. I need to like go back and see if I can find the email and stuff, because I want to post it on the website. I have a couple links and stuff that are useful to keep yourself safe, like link checkers. I have a website that you can type in your email and it will tell you all the compromised websites you belong to that have that email where hackers have your passwords and stuff, so you can tell if your password's been compromised, so you can just go change them instead of waiting for cyber criminals to access your stuff. I have a bunch of links like that to help anybody who wants to read the shit, but I'm trying to put together the YouTube one because it does keep you safe, especially if you create content. Apparently it prevents you from getting strikes to a certain degree. But I just got to find the information for it to actually be useful. Either way, moving forward here, like I said, next up we got some body cam footage from Luigi Mangione being arrested. Now, it's not the whole deal. I would like to get the whole deal, but I couldn't find it earlier. So we're just going to watch the first minute or so of this. There isn't going to be much context. It just is what it is. We've been covering a lot of Luigi Mangione lately because they're trying to get the murder weapon and all the contents in his backpack thrown out of court, which sounds crazy, but the officer's reasoning for searching the backpack was that they thought he had explosives on him. For no reason. They just thought that shit for no reason. There was no reason to believe he would have explosives on him. So because of that flimsy reasoning on why they did that, it doesn't seem that it was a lawful search. So they may have to throw out everything that was in the backpack, including the murder weapon, and not be able to use it in court. Which means that they probably won't be able to get him for capital murder, which is crazy. And all the cop had to do was not lie. If they would have not lied, they'd have been fine. But because of that, it's all screwed up. Now, we're not going to see them search the bag, but either way, this is new stuff. This is in the news. Nothing too crazy is going to happen. But this is the first interaction Luigi Mangione had with the police. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommentTube, and let's get into this.
Sir. There you go. Yeah, put your mask down real quick for me. Yeah, sure. Appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. What's your name? Mark. What is it? Mark. Mark? Yes, sir. Mark what? Rosario. Rosario? Someone called. They thought you were suspicious. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have your ID on you? Yeah, yes, sir. Thanks. You thought she looked like someone, guilty to run. 26, 27, 29 out of New Jersey. Romeo 6807 52100 07982. Should come back to a Mark Rosiano.
See, like I was saying, I don't see Candace Owens, but there's Tim Pool. It's probably talking shit about Candace Owens right there. Oh, actually, that's a Salty Cracker video from 18 minutes ago. That's funny. Anyways, like I said, not a whole lot there, but it is the body cam footage from Luigi Mangione getting arrested. You could see him hand over an ID and all of that, and you hear him say, "Oh, my name's Mark." When I first heard that, I was like, what? His name is Mark? Mark is short for Luigi? I've never heard that before. But apparently the ID he gave the officers is fake. So that's a crime in itself. I'm pretty sure you cannot be in possession of a false ID, especially using it when officers are running a form of an investigation. So I bet that's a charge on its own, but that might be it. If they can't get him on this capital murder stuff, they can't actually attach him to the crime. They're probably going to get him for fraudulent identification. It's probably like fraudulent government documentation or some, harshly worded thing like that. But I almost guarantee he would get time served because he's still in prison. He has been since he was arrested. So I bet he would get time served on that charge, and they would probably just let him go. So we'll see how this turns out, staying up to date with Luigi Mangione, because it's taking a weird turn here because that damn cop lied. They didn't have to do that, but they did, and it's messing everything up. It's compromising the entire case. So we'll see how that goes. Next up, we got the last little bit of the news before we get into the fun stuff. It is Lefties Losing It. Today it's titled, Tim Walz is still complaining about being called seriously tarded. Now, before we get into that, we're going to read through the chat and see what you hooligans think about this body cam footage with Luigi Mangione, as well as what they're doing with the murder weapon and stuff, trying to get that thrown out of court. Snugs, Tim Pool's been dissing Candace, and so has Cam Higbee. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people dissing Candace Owens. I think right before I went live, Tim Pool posted Candace is evil or something like that on X. Right before I started the live, and I was like, dang, they're constantly going after her. And she's being sued by the French president's wife. What is his name? President Macaroni or whatever? Yeah, Macaroni. He's married to E.T., and Candace Owens was saying that E.T. has a wiener, and she said that she was willing to show photographic evidence that she does not in fact have a wiener. And so I don't know if a doctor turned it inside out or how it went or whatever, but yeah, they're going after Candace Owens for it. I haven't heard anything about it in a little while, but what a silly lawsuit. Snows, Candace grifted off of Charlie Kirk. Yeah. Nut him out. They got Luigi, but Mario's still on the loose. Yeah, he is. Oh my goodness, otters. ET has a wiener. I just see a red blazing tip. Red rocket. This is not good. It's not good at all. Sage Pup, take Luigi behind the barn. Mm-hmm. Butterfly holding a cross is weird. What do you mean? Are you talking about in the video with the Luigi Mangione stuff? In the background, there's a guy that sits down and it looks like he's holding a cross, but he's actually holding on to like a large Dr. Pepper. But he has a straw in his hand, and the way the lid looks, it looks like he's holding on to a cross. I'm wondering if that's what you're seeing, if that's what you're talking about, because that's what I saw when I first screened the video to put it on the schedule. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to bring that up, but here we are. Shroomish, cops should be arrested and thrown in prison for 20 years. I mean, I don't know if that's a little bit too much in my opinion, but the female officer didn't have to lie about the situation. It literally is about to compromise the entire case. Butterfly, yeah, I saw what you're talking about. It does look like the guy in the background is holding a cross. I might as well pull it up, since we're here talking about it. I'll show you, and I'm very interested that you caught the same thing that I was looking at, because it does look very weird, but it's just a pop. Let me see. Yeah, come on, go full screen. It looks like the guy is holding a cross because the drink is like mixing into whatever. The cup itself is blending in with his hoodie, but as he sits down, then you can see he's just holding on to a drink. He doesn't have the straw inside the drink. He's got it wrapped in his fingers, You know, he's basically holding it the way they gave it to him. But when he initially walks up, bang, he's coming to do an exorcism, right? He's going to cleanse the McDonald's. The blood of Christ compels you. You know, you got to say it with your chest, but nah, he was just trying to enjoy a Dr. Pepper. But I think that's funny that I wasn't the only one to catch that. It's funny. Russell, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Red Rocket. Red Rocket. It's not good. It's fucking not good. Anyways, reading through. Zero, there's a concerned effort to divide MAGA. They're turning influencers, money bribes, etc. to badmouth Trump, Israel. Yeah. Yep. I know. Here, juicer, photographic evidence. Hell no, homeboy. I want a sniff test on the axe wound. Not me. I don't want to see the ET discharge. I don't want any part of that. No, thank you. Holy. Butterfly, strange coincidental visual. Yeah, it's interesting. After I figured it out, I was like, I'm not gonna tell anybody that. I was like, it's damn eyes. I got bad eyes. And now that you saw it, now it's okay. We're normalizing it. He was holding a cross, and if you didn't see it, then you guys are wrong. That's how the internet works, you know. It's doing the thing here. Otters, Coca-Cola removes the rust from our bumpers and the demons from our bodily temples. That's right. That's right. The holy Coca-Cola. Joel Kerr straw and his jacket emblem looks like a cross. It does. Joel Kerr, Mario took a mushroom and jumped down the pipe. He did. All they found was Luigi. Metamouth, check out the video I posted in the short funny video page on Discord when you get a chance after the live. I will, Metamouth. I'll check it out. Shroomish, nobody called Alex Jones a grifter. I don't watch her, but if that's the road that she wants to go down, who cares? Yeah, Shroomish. It's true. I don't really watch Candace Owens, so if she wants to burn her life down, then, you know, it's her choice. But there's a lot of people that do watch her and that are disappointed with the things that she's got going on. Some people support the things that she's got going on. But yeah, I've never heard anyone call Alex Jones a grifter, except for the times that he says, like, the Fed boys are coming to get InfoWars. When that kind of stuff happens, a lot of people will say he's grifting. But when he's out there and he's, you know, they're turning the frickin' frogs gay, you know, like, nobody's saying he's grifting when it comes to that stuff. When I found Alex Jones, it was 2015, and he was going to FEMA camps and was knocking on the doors and asking them, hey, why do you got like a playground with fencing and barbed wire facing inward, like you're trying to prevent people from leaving? And they would just tell him to leave. They'd tell him he can't record and stuff like that. Jade Helm 15 was going on. They were doing military drills in Grand Rapids, like 2 hours from here. Stuff like that was going on. That's when I discovered Alex Jones, was back then. Colty, I've been watching Alex Jones since 2005. Yeah, I've only been watching him. I don't even watch him right now, but off and on. If I watch too much of him, I think the world's gonna end. So I gotta stay away. Just little doses. Too much of anything is bad. Russell, only Waffle House needs an exorcism. Yeah, that's from what I hear. Jagula, AJ is a prophet. I've heard a lot of people say that. Meta, yeah, this is Klaus Daniels. It's a whole bowl of Klaus. Wake up, they think you're dead. Yeah, I know. Hard life. That's a whole bowl of Klaus there. I told you guys. Hold on. Oh, you guys can't even see it because I'm in the way. Look, I told you guys. Everybody cares about my hair more than I do. 1,000,000 times more. I hope my hairline wrecked your fucking day, pal. So stupid. I don't know. I guess when your wiener's as thick as mine, you just don't care about shit like that. Let me see. Free as he can be, so watching him shoot a guy isn't enough. They can't prove it's him in the video because it just shows the back of, like, the guy's got a hood up and he's got a coat on. And so they can't prove that it's him wearing the coat and stuff because there's been discrepancies between the footage of him at Starbucks and the video of the shooter killing the CEO. There's differences between the videos, like the differences in the coat. They can't tell on height and shit like that because of the angle of the video. So the videos prove that the crime happened. It doesn't prove that he did it, though. The only thing that proved that he was the one that did it was the items in the backpack. He had the murder weapon. He had a map that he drew that was of the location where the crime happened. The gun looks like the same one from the one in the video where the crime happened. But they need both. They need the backpack and the video footage together in order to prove he was the person on video. If they throw the backpack out, they can't prove that he was the guy in the video because the video of the murder is from the back of their head while they have their hood up. So even though they got the footage of the guy dying, it doesn't matter. They have to pin it. They have to prove it was him in the video, and they won't be able to without the backpack. Now, I'm not an attorney, but that's just what it's sounding like right now. Otherwise, they wouldn't be fighting about it. They would say, go ahead, throw out the backpack. We don't need it. We got him on camera murdering somebody, but they don't. They just got somebody on camera murdering the CEO. Cheeky Chaps, come fishing in Florida. I want to, Cheeky Chaps. I need a break. I need a break big time. Pickles, mohawk it. I know, some people have been telling me to do it. I just need to cut my hair. It's just hard because I just shake when I'm not live because of the problems that are going on in my life. This lawfare against me. Otters, I think he's a scapegoat for a false flag. I do too. I do too. I wonder if the first officer on the scene set the backpack down on the floor. It was just like, hey, this is yours. The guy's like, what? He's like, yeah, he just admitted this is his backpack. Boom, look, there's a murder weapon. Like, I don't know. I don't know what happened, but it seems fishy. Seems fishy. Killery did it. That's right, Jagula. That's exactly what happened. Anyways, move forward here. Like I said, we got lefties losing it. But before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, about this horror podcast called EATI, which stands for Experimental Alien Technology Institution. This is a found footage audio drama, and each episode is a standalone tape from a secret organization's case files. What you're hearing is a first-person recording of a mystery that defies both logic and reality itself. It's built for headphone listening to deliver a truly immersive, handheld camera experience. So if you love cosmic horror, the terrifying ambiguity of H.P. Lovecraft, and the sheer raw terror of the found footage genre, then EATI is your next obsession. You can listen right now on Spotify, iTunes, Rumble, Buzzsprout, and all major platforms. Let me grab this link really quick. So you guys go check out EATI. And like I said before, Season 2 just came out, so you need to go check it out. Bam, there you go. Go do the thing. It's all good stuff. Either way, I'm going to get this pulled up. Like I said, we got lefties losing their marbles here. Today it's titled Tim Walz is complaining about being called seriously tarded. Now, while I'm getting this pulled up, what color do you think Rita is wearing today? Zero is saying red. Otter's saying yellow. Butterfly, more fishy than an old French whorehouse? I think so. Giggling Spy is saying yellow. Watchman saying green. Happy freedom to you, Watchman. Metalmouth, the liberals defy logic, reality, and reason. You're right. Cass is saying red. Colty is saying black. Nucking Futz saying green. Agent O is saying red. Zero Waffle Meat is live. Well, we might have to give them a raid. We'll see. Let me see. Jaggle is saying white. Metal Mouse saying her birthday suit. Meta saying apricot. Cheeky Chaps, why are you such a fucking legend? I don't know, Cheeky Chaps. It's in our blood. It's the way God made us. Otter saying it's yellow, and if it's not, you're just colorblind, so it's okay. That's right, Otters. Pickles is saying pinstripes. I don't know what I thought I was reading at first, but it's pinstripes. All right, hooligans. It is this color right here, whatever color that is. I'd say Santa red, but I know you guys are going to slap me across the face and say, no, it's, I don't know, something else. Some 15-syllable word that's supposedly the name of a color. Either way, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
When it's time for Lefties Losing It, it's a fine time to have a look at the leftist mainstream media and work out just why trust in these institutions is at record lows. I wonder if CNN's Jake Tapper has any ideas on why Americans trust used car salesmen more than the media.
The FBI finally announced that they had arrested a suspect accused of planting pipe bombs near the Republican and Democratic National Committee headquarters the night before the January 6, 2021 Capitol attack. Brian Cole Jr., a 30-year-old white man from the D.C. suburbs, is charged with transporting an explosive device.
Say what now, Jake? A 30-year-old white man from the D.C. suburbs? That's what you said. Is this a white man, according to CNN? But then we shouldn't be surprised because CNN, including Jake Tapper, pushed the Find People hoax against Donald Trump for 4 years, not to mention every other debunked hoax, including the Russian collusion hoax. Also on CNN, we had this woman, Ashley Allison, claiming this individual is some MAGA supporter and saying, we're all surprised he's not white.
I'm gonna say the thing out loud that I think everyone is not saying and is actually surprised, and why I think Janine Pirro is actually saying it. I think the fact that this is a black man is surprising to people. I think people thought this was going to be a white man that did this. They were going to be able to say he was a part of the progressive left. And the fact that it's a black man that is saying, I too was susceptible to conspiracy theorists that the president and conservative podcasters were pushing that this election was stolen is a fact that they were not expecting. And now everyone is on their heels and they're trying to spin it.
The only one spinning it is you, love, and your fellow political activists at CNN, including Abby Phillip, who even tried to push the notion that this alleged offending was no different to January 6 political prisoners, many of whom were guilty of nothing more than trespassing. Watch Isabel Brown school Abby on her own show.
I do wonder if he had been actually caught around the time of January 6th and prosecuted, would he have been included in Trump's pardons?
I mean, okay, this is absolutely beyond the pale to me, to be honest, to claim that we don't know any sort of inkling of a motive of this individual, when just a few months prior there was a lawsuit ruled in the Trump administration's favor against this particular individual for his company seeking to let illegal immigrants out of prison on bail bonds.
It's called a hypothetical, right? So it's called a hypothetical. Had he been prosecuted alongside all of those other people who were involved in violent acts on January 6th, would Donald Trump have pardoned him?
No, because individuals who walked into the Capitol building on January 6th were not planting pipe bombs.
Oh, Abby, do better, but we shouldn't be surprised by Abby Phillip being a hard left activist. She did, after all, go on Joy Reid's podcast and agreed with pretty much everything Joyless had to say. And Joy is back spewing more venom. Listen to this.
And, you know, having been inside of a Republican National Convention and had that vibe from a senior citizen, someone's grandma, but whose glee was directed towards some of the most heinous ideas you could imagine, right? You know, sort of gleeful towards sort of returning to 1930s Germany, not even the United States. Like, I know that it's real. I actually think that what those people wanted and what Donald Trump is delivering is ethnic cleansing.
You know, that woman needs a padded cell and a straitjacket, not a microphone. Reminder, Joy is so loopy and hard left that even MSNBC sacked her. But for Abby Phillip, she's perfectly sound. And let's not forget, Abby Phillip also had this next shrieky charlatan on her program. Not only is Jennifer Welch uniquely awful and hate-filled, she's also a bald-faced liar.
Elon Musk, who I want to remind everybody that's against immigration, is a immigrant. I just think it's really important that we remind everybody all the time that Elon Musk is a immigrant that doesn't pay taxes, who is a parasite off the American taxpayer.
Oh dear, every American knows Elon Musk is an immigrant, Jennifer. But did you just claim that the man who provides hundreds of thousands of jobs and contributes tens of billions in salaries is a parasite? The man who went into space to rescue astronauts is a parasite? The man who spent over $40 billion to buy Twitter to help preserve free speech, it wasn't a business decision, he's a parasite? As for your lies about Elon not paying taxes, the truth is, not only does he pay tax, including personal income tax, but it's the most tax anyone has ever paid in the US, around $12 billion, and that was just in 2021. Now to ABC, and here we watch another anchor be embarrassed on his own show, this time by Eric Schmidt, Senator from Missouri, who points out why Democrat operative George Stephanopoulos, well, why his show is failing in the ratings.
It's been front page news across the country. Aren't you curious about that?
Well, I'm curious about your pushback on that particular point. With your previous guest, you had zero pushback because he's giving the Democrat talking points like you spew every single week, which is probably why your ratings are so bad.
Now, Minnesota Governor and failed vice presidential candidate Tim Walz is continuing to whine about President Trump calling him, and I quote, seriously retarded. He claims that people are now driving past his house, calling him that wants to boo word, and that may lead to violence.
I'd never seen this before. People driving by my house and using the R word in front of people. This is shameful. And I have yet to see an elected official, a Republican elected official, say, you're right, that's shameful. He should not say it. So look, I'm worried. We know how these things go. They start with taunts, they turn to violence. So deeply concerned.
This is the same inept governor who was wishing death on Donald Trump not too long ago. Does he think we've forgotten about that and that we've memory hold his comments likening a Trump rally at Madison Square Garden to a Nazi rally? Do you think that could have inspired violence, Tim Walz?
And I think some of you don't miss on this. Go do your Google on this. Donald Trump's got this big rally going at Madison Square Garden. There's a direct parallel to a big rally that happened in the mid-1930s at Madison Square Garden. And don't think that he doesn't know for 1 second exactly what they're doing there.
Joining me now is American Culture Project.
American culture? What part of American culture? Anyways, that is all the news I had for you hooligans today. We are going to get into the fun stuff. We're going to open today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. And we got our 2 funny videos of the day. First one was provided by 10 Man. It's titled, It Ain't That Hot. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Stoner. And it's titled, Lest You Be Gay. All of that's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about lefties losing their marbles. 10 Man, another fucking idiot. All of them, the whole list of idiots. 10 Man, she just say that Musk doesn't pay taxes? I love when Democrats say that stuff. I think that has to do with why they're always saying like killing billionaires is going to fix everybody's problems and stuff. I don't know what their thought process is on that. They've never worked a regular job, so they don't even know what it's like to pay taxes in the first place. If you run your own business, there's all kinds of things you can do, like investing in your own business that can be tax write-offs. And if you do it the right way, you may not pay into taxes. You still had to spend money. It still costs money to make money. You still had to follow the law and all the regulations and all the bullshit. But if you don't pay into taxes, chances are you're pretty slick with putting your taxes together. Because if you don't pay taxes, you get audited. And if you get audited and you fail that audit, your life is ruined. So I wish the dumb Democrats would give that whole speech up. That killing billionaires is not going to fix your trashy life. It's not going to make your fentanyl cheaper. And people not paying taxes just means they're good at the tax system. Because there is no not paying taxes. You don't pay taxes, they will come for you. It'll be terrible. It'll be a terrible experience. So I don't know. Somebody needs to shake those babies and wake them up. Sage Pub, didn't one of Tampon Tim's employees just kill a few senators for voting cross-party? Yeah, but they don't want to talk about that. There was like a direct connection between him and the killer, the murderer. I don't remember if they shot people or what they did. But yeah, there was like a direct connection, and the next day the entire world forgot about it. Meta, no, not the R word. They used to call it the hard R, but then people started confusing that with a different word. The internet's a fun place. It's not safe, but it's funny. Rich, all the people he pays, they all pay taxes. It's true. It's really hard to go without paying taxes. Happy holidays to you, Zesty. Otters, I think the reps that got shot were going to whistleblow on Somalian embezzlement. I didn't think about that. Maybe it was. Maybe they're going to spill the beans on all the fraud going on there. It's like billions of doll hairs. Zesty, one big old mafia out there being exposed. Yep. What's up, Alex? Happy Freedom. What's up, Marcy? Happy Freedom to you. Happy holidays to you, Marcy. It's okay to not be chatty today. The chat's been very weird on YouTube today. Earlier, when we were covering Trump live, it was like a Trump hate group on YouTube. On all the other platforms, they're all like, yay, Trump's doing a good job. But on YouTube, they were like, he's a liar, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, are we all watching the same shit? That's the weirdest experience, is to sit here knowing that all of us are watching the same thing. But every chat is like vastly different in vibes. The kind of people that are there, the things that are being said. It's like we're all watching the same thing, but the opinions are so different. And that's how you know the propaganda is effective. Anyways, let's get into the fun stuff. Like I said, we're going to open today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. And we got our 2 funny videos of the day. Wake up. Yes, wake up. It's that time. Big Klaus Panther. We're getting into the fun stuff. You're a part of the fun stuff. You want this fancy feast or not? Look at him, just hard life. Anyways, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the video description. We have PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee. You can send something to the P.O. Box. You can even send crypto. We're going to go ahead and see what we get today from the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. Now I got to try and remember what day it is, and I've been doing terrible at that lately. I think we might be on day 13, because I think yesterday was day 12. Just double checking here. It was. So today, yes, is day 13. Right here. So let's see what we get. Yesterday we got 2 recipes. I hope we get more recipes, because I like that. This stuff is fun stuff. What do we got in here? What's in the box? Oh, we got to make her fit. My finger's a little too wide to do this. That's what I told her, but she just saw a smile on her face. Anyways, getting into this really quick. Oh, we have... No way. Recipes to make a stim pack and a recipe to make Nuka-Cola. I love this. I love this so much. So this is for the stim pack. This is the design they put on the back of the recipe. And then this is the recipe itself. If you guys make your own heroin, that's not what it is. I'm just kidding. Jesus. All the 3-letter agencies were like doing all that stupid shit. Anyways, fucking stim pack recipe here. I don't know exactly what it is. It is got gelatin, juice, sugar, food coloring, water, and vodka. These recipes are better than I thought. I was already excited. This is for Jello shots. Stim pack Jello shots. And then this is the Nuka-Cola one. Look at that. Look at that damn design right there. If my camera was ever going to focus, right now is the time to do it. Look how bad I'm shaking. It's hard to be alive. Anyways, this is water, sugar, orange, lime, lemon, cinnamon. What is that? What is a cardamom pod? I don't know what that is. Cardamom pods. Cardamom pods? I don't know what that is. Corridor seeds. Anise? anuses. That's what it's the Asian anal dust that Cheeky Chop sent me. Browning sauce and some vanilla extract. I don't know exactly what that recipe is, but I like the Nuka-Cola bottle. Either way, amazing. Thank you so much, Tori Wayne. I really appreciate it. Damn. I wanna make the Jello shots. I want it really bad right now. Anyways, let's get into some funny videos, you hooligans.
All right.
Now, I really like this one. This one was provided by 10 Man, and this guy is eating the death chip that I ate a couple months ago or whatever. It's got Reaper and Scorpion Pepper dust on it, and I think I did okay. I can't remember when we ate it. It might have been Thanksgiving, maybe it was before Thanksgiving. I can't remember, but either way, we ate this on the live. He's about to eat it. I think he does all right. Either way, hit that like button. Let's get this rolling.
You ready?
Yeah, are you ready?
1, 2, 3.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how hot is it?
Pretty hot.
Which thing? Like 8?
I've had hotter.
Oh, really? What do you got to say to the people that are scared to try it?
Really ain't that bad.
Not been a minute yet.
Ooh. Oh, we gotta wait a minute? Okay.
You got about 25 seconds.
So it's not that bad, huh?
Nah.
What's it feel like? What are you feeling?
Kind of funny taste. Gets hotter as you go.
What?
Yeah, you're good.
What? I mean, turn it red. You all right?
Whoa.
Is it still like an 8?
That's definitely a 10.
10? You want to do another one?
No. Not today.
Would you ever do it again?
I'm always up for a challenge. All right, ready?
It ain't that damn hot. He be all right. He be fine. Anyways, that one was provided by 10 Man. I love that. Getting into our official funny video of the day. This one was provided by Stoner. I figured this was kind of festive. Like I said, this was provided by Stoner and it's titled, Lest You Be Gay.
Merry Christmas can go either way, and I hate to offend people. So this whole last holiday season, I didn't let out one Merry Christmas. That's true. Instead, I said, may the birth of the one and only true God Jesus Christ, bestow a blessing of grace and peace upon your household, to the belittlement of every other false religion. Lest you be gay. That's what I say.
Yup, all month long. Anyways, that is all the coffee I had for you hooligans today. I'm going to grab this link really quick. We're going to read through. We got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up, and then we're raiding out over on Rumble. Also, I don't know if you guys know this or not. I've been meaning to tell you. If we're live and you go to the link list link, it'll have that blue banner across the top telling you that we're live. So if you ever wonder if we're actually live, you can always go to the link list and it will display that, because this is actually a secret page on the website, and whenever we're live on the website, we have that banner across the screen. That way, site-wide, you know that we are live. And you could take advantage of that just by knowing where the link is for the link list, which it is pretty much everywhere. And then, of course, it is jeffmaclive.com/links if you just want to memorize it, because, you know, that's a good thing to do. Anyways, there is the link list link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, would really appreciate it. All of you guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7. And we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the... Oh, actually, yes. You will... I don't even know what I was saying. You'll have access to the Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, the arcade, the Hooligan AI, and our advanced messaging system. And I just made a new group today for cryptids, so go take advantage of that. Get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the Hooligans. Like I said, we're going to read through. We got the pledge coming up, and then we're raiding out over on Rumble. Russell, you getting a new watch? How much is it? It looks all right. I've never heard of that brand, though. It looks all right. I know, Zero. I'm getting to it. Thank you for letting me know, though. Here, Juicer, I planted some of the peppers that I ate on Friday, washed my hands twice, and still blinded myself just from handling the seeds. Oh, I believe it. Here, Juicer, that stuff is dangerous. That's why I always got gloves on when I'm handling it. I told you guys, I had to learn the hard way. I had that girl here from Canada a couple years ago, and we were making hot sauce, and we were handling peppers. And we were doing it barehanded. She was tripping on funny stuff. Fungi. The fun kind. And she thought she was going to fucking die. And so she was sitting here in the living room watching TV. I think we were watching Doctor Strange. And she was sitting with her hands in 2 bowls of milk, crying her eyes out. Just sitting here on the floor sobbing because I didn't have any furniture back then. Just sitting like this, just sobbing, watching TV. Just totally off the fun stuff. I'll never forget that. So yeah, I don't risk it. I learned from somebody else's lessons. Russell is $200 off. Is it $550 after the $200 off, or is it $350 in total? And does it hold value? Because I've never heard of that brand. That doesn't mean a whole lot. But like if you buy a Rolexes generally hold value, but the cheapest one is like $10,000. Thank you so much, Tao, for that $20 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Tao. Thank you so much. It says, to help lift your spirits, the only podcaster who includes the Pledge of Allegiance. Keep holding the line. Thank you, Tao. I really appreciate you. Magic Moon, poor girl. Yeah. I felt bad, and I took care of her, and she was fine. She was fine the whole time, but she was losing her marbles for fun, and when bad stuff happens and you're in the middle of losing your marbles, it seems a lot worse than it actually is. But yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Jagular men need no furniture. No, I just need a table. You know, I like to be able to set stuff down. Otherwise, yeah, I don't really need much more than that. Metamouth, your chunky cat is stretching in protest that you have not given him the fanciest of feasts yet. I know, did you see that? I was talking and I went to grab his tail. He like whipped it away from me and then was ugly mugging me. He's like, don't wake me until it's time for the fancy feast. You got finals, Otters? Well, good luck to you. Well, I appreciate you, Colty. Thank you so much. Sound like that boy was gonna cry. I mean, those chips, they be hot. Metamouth, call bullshit on what? MU water's not gonna help? No, the water does not help. You need milk. And if all else fails, drink olive oil. Olive oil will put out hot shit immediately. Even if you're eating Reaper and stuff like that, olive oil will fix it. I don't know if being a virgin or not matters. And when your mouth's on fire like a Reaper, you don't care. That's how it goes. Otters, you need some milk. Yep. Roy with cup holders. That's right. Colty, you got to eat saltine crackers. See, I haven't tried that yet. What's up, He-Do? Happy Freedom? He-Do, he did. I know. He did it again. You're being sassy today. You know that? Come on, Chuck Norris. Get your booty up here. We're all waiting in suspense. You good boy. Yes. You ready for the fancy feast? I'm going to stick you up in the camera. Ugh, ugh. Say hello. Yes. You're a good boy. That's a good booty. Ugh. All right, here you go. You sit there. We ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. Flour tortilla, Roy. That works too. Butterfly, Klaus thinks you're the food god. I know, because he eats three-course meals a day. Culty, it always works for me and my sissy when it comes to hot shit. I'll have to get some saltine crackers. I've never tried that. Totally care. Son lived 2 years with a bed and a couple plastic lawn chairs. Yeah, that's, I mean, I didn't have a lot of furniture for like the first 5 years I lived here. Like, I don't have a couch. I haven't sat on a couch in like 12 years because I don't have one. I don't have a microwave either. I haven't microwaved food in like 10 years. No, Klaus Daniels. He likes to chew on the Christmas tree. He doesn't like cause a lot of ruckus like some cats do with Christmas trees, but he just likes to chew on the metal branches. Hey, thanks for being with us, Culty. Meta. Klaus is like, dude, wake me up at 8:30, not before. Yeah, exactly. He knows what time it is. What's up, nice try? Happy Freedom. Yeah, we got Venmo in the video description. Or did you send Venmo? Let me see. Holy notifications. You would think I'd been missing or some shit. Bill, thank you so much for the coffee on Buy Me a Coffee. I really appreciate it. Let me see. Making sure we got everything here. Apparently I just paid Rumble. That's nice. Very nice. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything else here. I have a lot of notifications, so. Anytime you guys send something that doesn't come directly through the platform, I write down everything from my notifications, and at the beginning of the next Coffee with Hooligans, I do all my shout outs. So if you guys have ever sent anything through PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, any of that kind of stuff, and I didn't say anything while we were live, on the very next Coffee with Hooligans at the beginning when we're reading through the schedule, I shout everybody out. I don't know another way to give everyone credit for all the support, because I never know if you guys are on X or if you're on True Social, and I don't have Facebook. I don't use that shit. So that's the best way I've been able to do it. So if you've ever sent support and you thought maybe that I didn't shout you out or I was ungrateful, that's not the case. I am very grateful for all of you hooligans. That's just the best way I know how to do it, is the very next Coffee with Hooligans. At the beginning, I shout everybody out. Just so you guys know. Nice try. Yeah, everything should be in the video description. Yeah, it is. I just checked it. Marcy, check free stuff on the marketplace. I find cheap free furniture, especially lawn furniture. Well, we got like 5 feet of snow outside, so I can't really move stuff right now. But that is a good suggestion there. Hey, thank you for being with us, Zesty. Alex Kane, I'm sure Jeff likes stuff, but I bet he likes money even more. I do. I'm having legal problems right now because somebody lied and pointed fingers at me while dialing 911. So now I have to hire an attorney. I'm trying to save $10K. I'm literally selling everything I own and throwing away anything that I don't absolutely need just in case my sister has to come evacuate my house. I don't know. I'm facing big stuff, but I didn't do anything wrong. So, I mean, everything should work out in the end. But as of right now, I am trying to make as many doll hairs as I can. I'm literally trying not to eat or spend money or do anything because I need to make sure that I'm safe. Sub Motorsport, happy freedom to you. Alex, Freebie Alert app? I've never heard of that. I will have to check that out. Hair Juicer, do you have room for a couch? I do have room for a couch, but only like a 2-seater. Like, I don't think that's a love seat, but like a 2-seater couch I could bring in here. I don't think I could do a 3-seater. Oh, you didn't realize? Yeah, the tree's right here. If I put it over here, I won't be able to get behind the desk. Snooks, I decorated my Christmas palm tree last night and I love it. That's awesome. I need to decorate it. I just got it up because I told you guys I was going to. Jagula, naked and covered in olive oil. Just for the spicy occasions. Hey, thanks for being here. Too old to care. Enjoy the rest of your night. Yeah, Butterfly, that's exactly what I'm going through. It's all bullshit. Stern, two-seaters are love seats. Yeah, I guess that's what I need. All right, hooligans, it's that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing. Let's see who we're raiding today. We did Rotella yesterday. And I can't remember who we did. Frag before that. Misfits live. Nelly's live. Pudge is live. But we're going to Cat Dog. Woo, Cat Dog. He's got the water too. Good stuff. Good stuff. I don't know who's thumbs down in his shit. What a bunch of losers doing that. All right, hooligans, we're raiding the Cat Dog. Hit that like button as soon as you land. And let's get raiding. Bang.
Jeff Mack, what the fuck? Jeff Mack with the motherfucking raid. I appreciate you, Jeff Mack. Hope you had a good stream, man. I saw your compilation video. W Hooligans, you guys came in at the perfect time. I just beat that shit. Let's go. Let's fucking go, man. Hope you guys have been good, man. I appreciate you guys coming in. Spread the love. Smashing the like. Apparently I have a broken connection in the game. I don't know how that happened. What's up, Jugula? I appreciate you coming in, man. I see you got the water, bro. You already know. You already know. Good. Been busy as fuck with work, bro. I appreciate you coming in. Watchman. For the love of otters, welcome in. Plastic, I see you, bro. Sir Pickles. Weevo, I see you, bro. Magic K Moon. I appreciate you guys coming in. Zero, what's up? I appreciate you guys coming in, smashing the like and spreading the love tonight, man. I hope you guys had a good stream over there. Good night, hooligans. Off to the finals, man. Take it easy, bro. I came to smash that like. I appreciate you, man. That emote is fucking cursed, bro. I saw you voted yes on the emote. I saw that. I saw that, Jeff Mack. Don't act like don't act like that flew under the radar. All right. I saw you vote on the emote. Plastic was promoting that shit. Happy freedom. I appreciate you, man. Not the emote, bro. Look at it, bro. It's literally in the chat. We're cooked. We're absolutely cooked. I appreciate you coming out, Nivan. I was told to. I know, bro. I saw. I didn't. I saw it. That shit is fucking hilarious, bro. I appreciate you guys, bro. Let's go. Happy freedom. What's up, hair juicer? Dude, I could use some of that. I could use some of that shit. What's up, Sage? No on the emote. It's too late, Zero. It's too late. The votes came in yesterday. It's fried. Sexy Cat Dog is wild. Oh, shit. Let's go, Cass. What's up? I appreciate you coming in. Cass ass. I love it. Cassass? Dude, I never tried to say the full thing. I'm dying, bro. That shit is wild, bro. That shit is fucking wild. Dude, last night, editing that shit, I had to cut the background out, dude. That was quite the experience. Cass ass, LOL. Dude, I just see that, bro. The word ass just sticks out to me. It's Cass and then ass. I'll just stick with Cass. I'll just stick with Cass. I ain't trying to fucking bury myself here. Cass is fine. Many say the same, dude. Yeah. I appreciate you guys coming in and spreading the love, man. We love you, bro. I love you guys too, man. The hooligans over here fucking spreading the love, man. You guys out here carrying my fucking stream career. I appreciate it.
Just another glorious day in the life.
Jesus loves us. Good raid, hooligans. I'm going to steal his emoji. He doesn't know that I'm doing this. Look at this. That is Cat Dog's face on Glamour's body. And they were doing a poll that you had to vote on in order to have that emoji. And everybody voted yes. Glamour told me to go vote on it and all this stuff. And I did. And that's what he was talking about, that he saw that I voted for it. Well, apparently the yes vote won, and so now he is stuck with the cat dog glamour crossover emoji, and we're gonna steal it. I don't know where we're gonna put it. It might end up on Rumble. It's definitely gonna end up on the website. Fun stuff. That's the thing about Rumble, is it doesn't protect your emojis. So if you ever see emojis you can literally just steal them. Nobody's gonna stop you. But that's okay. Cat dog is awesome. Anyways, we are going to be wrapping this up, but we're going to read through the chat really quick, see what you hooligans think about that raid. We'll be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Zero, it's terrible. I know that the emoji is... It's kind of hard to look at. I don't know why he made his noggin so big. Like, I don't know why. I mean, I could, boobs are boobs. They're all great, but why did he do the top of his head like that? I don't know. It's a little scary, a little bit. It'll be all right though. I'm gonna post it right in the chat. Bang. It is so scary looking, my goodness. Snook's a two-seater is a love seat. Yeah, I guess. I didn't realize. Thank you, Zero. Appreciate you being with us. Jagula, like a wiener. I know it does. It's wiener-esque. Plus Squad, Grim did the bald head. That's so funny. I didn't realize Grim was involved. That's awesome. Thank you, Sage Pup. Appreciate you being with us. Butterfly, maybe we'll get handy news tomorrow. Alex King, you're a mover? You're probably buff stuff. It's a pain in the ass to move stuff. So, Christine, happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans, I think we're good to go. Like I said, we'll be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Really appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you for helping me cover the news, and thank you for helping me make the news suck a little less. You guys go get yourself some good food. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have fun and be safe. I will try and do the same. But make your way back to us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.